All righty, welcome to what I call page 2 with our brother and CEO Ash Mufareh. I'm going to talk a couple minutes, just for a couple minutes. We are trying to keep this to 90 minutes, but you know how that goes. First of all, I want to say thank you to over 2,000 questions that were sent in. Red Redford went through about 1,000 of them, and we appreciate that, Red. And we put a consensus together, and we sent them to Ash Mufareh. I'm sure he's going to touch on a lot of those. And I want you to remember this: some of the questions asked strategically, he can't answer right now. Everything he's doing right now is strategic. So be patient as we turn the page, we'll say, for next week. I'm sure more things are going to come out, but let's just be respectful. Listen to what he has to say. I personally want to say thank you. I kept my promise, myself and Marty and Ash, to bring new faces on here. So we have new faces, we have some old faces, but you all have beautiful faces. So thank you very much for joining us. Some of you I haven't seen in a while, or I've never seen, so I'm excited to hear you. I've got so many notes. I want to say happy Ash Day, religiously and for our brother. Happy Passover and a God blessing Easter. And let's not forget the gift that we are given of Jesus Christ the Lord. That's my faith. I respect all faiths, but happy Easter to you. I hope you all blessed Easter. It's a little early, but I'm going to start it now. Again, you do not have to speak. When Ash is done, the first one I'm going to call is my brother Marty DeGarmo. And then by show of hands, I'll call you. But I want to get everyone, but I do want to get some of the new people on here. We want to shine the light on everyone. The true success of this company are the people. And we want to show everyone that we possibly can. And then in the following weeks, to show who you are, where you're from, what country. If you notice, we are worldwide. We have just about every country on here. Different colors, different sizes, different faces. And it's really, really a lot of fun. But I want you all to remember this: the sacrifices that Ash Mufareh has done for all of us. I am extremely appreciative of what he's done. He's not only our friend, he's our brother, but he's also our beloved CEO, who's gone to great lengths to make things happen and do the things that he's doing. Literally. I think that as we go along with this chapter, I call this our second page. Each chapter is going to get a little more interesting. We'll have to wait to see what Ash says. He will discuss, I believe, some things that he touched on last week. And he will actually also discuss on strategic, as far as questions, what he can say and what he can't say. And I have nothing but a lot of faith in him. I have all the faith in him. So on that note, I don't think I've forgotten it, and I might, but remember this. Last week, we had 275,000 views, just to show the faith of the people and the belief in the people through this company. This week, we added multiple YouTube channels, big ones. One of them is Nagma. She's on here. I got to know her really well the last couple hours, real 2 o'clock in the morning for her. She's a sweetheart, so welcome, Nagma. I ask that you like and subscribe to whatever YouTube channel pops on. You did notice that we have a brand new, what did I call it? My brain is fogged here.
Domain.
Thank you. Domain. Thank you, Minnow. It's called the historic-comeback.com. That is the new domain we'll be using. I don't think that'll change, but it could. But we'll give you notice. Myself and Marty, Brad, we try to give you notices on everything that's happened as transparent as we can. So I'm talking way too much. I'm going to bring on our brother, my friend, our friend, a guy that has gone above and beyond for every one of us to build our futures, to realize that, yep, we got a chance, and we're all jumped in this because it's going to change our lives. And our main goal, I think, through Ash Mufareh is he changes our lives, we go out and change other people's lives. So on that note, I don't know if he's ready, but Ash Mufareh, the floor is all yours, my brother.
I'm ready, my brother, and everyone. I hope you can hear me fine.
Perfect.
Give me a thumbs up. Perfect. You're doing great. I wish I didn't have to come in to stop the joy, because you're killing it. I appreciate everything you're doing with everyone here. Your presence and your support is very highly appreciative. So we are definitely keeping the momentum, and I believe that we just touched up on how great was the feedback last week, and it's given us even more energy. We're more pumped as of today, just because of your desire toward a better chapter and success. It looks like everybody's ready for that change, and we've talked about the necessity and importance of change in this journey, and pretty much in every aspect of our life. So it's inevitable, but this time we're doing it more cautious and more conscious, the transformation. So change is inevitable. Perhaps the uh, the transformation is what I call it. It's a choice. You don't have to, okay, uh, like be stuck with certain details. As long as you do it strategically and wisely. I was trying to give my best uh, attention throughout the week. It hasn't been a week. Tomorrow will be a week. Uh, and I was trying to see what topic seems to be most important that you want to hear more about it. Either from the topics we've covered last week, we want to build on it, or something we might have missed and you want to hear more on that topic. I see Chris is on the spotlight. I just want to make sure that you're doing this purposely.
I didn't.
Okay.
Marty put me on the spotlight. It should be your sexy head.
Yeah, well, or I would love both because I like split screen. I don't want to. The worst thing is just watching myself.
No, you're on spotlight to
When
YouTube.
okay, got it. Okay, the speaker, obviously, I get it.
Yeah. You're looking at Chris because I don't know why, but anyway.
Yeah, that it's pleasure. Better than seeing myself, though. I just want to make sure this is what you wanted. So, my quick analyst to what happened is people are more eager about the next thing, which is quite healthy and assuring and comforting that we're not stuck in the past. Yes, we understand it is necessary to change, but what's next? So the focus was there, and I believe there has been a massive number, probably hundreds, if not more than that, received of some suggested topics or questions. I have a few, basically most common, repeated one. Let's be specific. I have 15 questions right here, and I thought 80–90% of these questions, or the nature of these questions, is about the next business. Okay. So I would try to do my best to please you on that aspect. Now, what I thought, okay, would be helpful, I will assume that these are the things that you want to know about, just my personal, estimate or assumption. Okay, so let's go over that. So we've talked about how change is inevitable and growth and the exact specific transformation is optional. Okay, as long as we do it in a strategic way, and the transformation has to be conscious, conscious and cautious choice. So not necessarily just to change for the sake of change, right? It has to be an up, a topping what we've built before. We cannot just say, we're just going to change for the sake of change. No, it is inevitable. It happens everywhere, not just in business or our business. It's not unique to us. It happens everywhere. But how do you change? How do you compile and compound your success to a higher ground? That is what I want you to start feeling with me. We're not repeating so much of the past. We've got so many lessons, and the transformation is going to be more careful, more cautious, less talking. Our actions are going to beat our, conversation or words. So I will try to satisfy your curiosity about where exactly are we now? Okay, where are we at the moment in terms of business and what is happening in this phase? And even I'm gonna, spoil you more uh, to touch up on when do we move on to the next chapter? Timing. Okay, so I'll be able to touch up on those as well, and I will talk about, okay, what is exactly the next chapter, and what is, maybe you want to call it the next business or the new model. All right. So I'll dive into that and keep it as brief as possible to allow more of the great leaders here. I'm actually excited myself to see some of the new faces or perhaps faces we've missed in a while. So it's quite, humbling. Now, where are we now? Okay, exactly. We are in ONPASSIVE. Let's not talk about the moon. Okay, we're still on planet Earth, and we're quite aware of, uh, a troubled year. It was in 2024, as you come to know, things are not going in the right direction, and it broke down to the point where we had to stop and change or shift our direction. That was quite obvious, and we chose strategically not to speak up publicly or to share it, all the details in at the wrong time. So we want to speak when things are pretty much are more clear and more tangible, more solid, more stable. All right, we don't want to do that. So it is really, really important to talk about what did we learn from that experience, okay, and how and what things that logically are not going to be repeated, because we saw the results where those activities or actions have taken us to. So one thing we know, we had bigger marketing. Okay, it's a good thing for business, but ahead of our production. I'll say it as blunt as that. Okay, and it sounds like we have felt we are there already. Success is in hand. This is my evaluation. We felt that we got it, we killed it. The numbers are massive. Everybody's loving the concept, and it's a done deal. Mentally, do it or die. We go there, and everybody was living it. It's like, I literally know people were shopping for their dream materialistic goals. Okay, no joke, no joke. So we got ahead of ourselves. Okay, collectively, and from the questions we started to have at the end about our technologies and the AI, it sounded like more science fiction. So we went too far in our expectations and our marketing. So it wasn't quite aligned. We all know how I believe the bigger the dream, the bigger the team. But one important thing we talk about also is who's on your team. That will determine the quality of your dream and how and if your dream will actually arrive or is reachable in the first place. So we did well with the numbers, not quite well with the quality. But I believed that we can take those individuals, I'm talking about the heads, we can take them to the top with us. I believe you have to take a risk if you want to save time instead of just, you know, doing the standard procedures and business operation tactics, which you take time, probation, all of that, and the hiring and the appraisal and the promotion and all of that. If we go through that process, my impression was it will take us longer, okay? But I thought I'll take risk, I'll overstaff, and I'll give people a chance. As long as they're good people, okay, ethically, the skill is easy to obtain or to acquire. So I was more focused on the character. If I trust so and so, they don't have the skill yet. We will evolve together. We can grow together. I share with them what I have. I give them lots of flexibility and freedom. Never going to treat them as a boss or as employees. I treated them as partners. That's a mistake I have learned firsthand. Theoretically, it sounds good. It's out of a good heart, out of a good intention. Yeah, sure, good people. Let's take them to the top with us. We grow together, no problem. Okay, we make mistakes, all of that. But as you may know, I always say you attract who you are. But I learned not who you want. And that's the best part. I'll explain that to you why it's the best part. So I did attract some of these, or I'm not now let me differentiate. Okay. We're talking about leaders in the market, yourself, okay, those who are choosing to win, to ride along in this journey, all those great individuals on this platform, and those who are listening live. Okay. Now we believe, okay, we've attracted the right people. On the corporate side, we didn't have much choices because I wasn't in charge of that. It's not like, okay, it sounds like people were more attracted to the business concept, maybe to myself and a little bit of it, but more to the benefits. Now, what slipped and the mistake that happened naively, the character wasn't vetted as we should. We should have really had more care and cautiousness about the quality of the people we've had. So we did attract the numbers, yeah, bigger team on both sides. I'm talking about the market, I'm talking about the corporate. But the quality of the people on the corporate side, okay, and by all means, they're people who are sisters and brothers. I will take a bullet for them. They're friends permanently. But they went, under the feet in the swamp because of the action of others. So it's an unfair, as it was unfair for me and yourself and so many other individuals or families who were having, a good life. Now, those when the character isn't good, their focus wasn't, and their heart not in the right place, no matter what we've tried to do to take them to a higher ground, to evolve and grow in leadership, in technical skill level, they wouldn't go because the intention isn't clean. It's about monetary and benefits and control and so forth. But the good news, I was more focused on my relationship with you. Now talking about the market side. And we were quite successful to get to know each other more and more. Not only that we've attracted who we are because it was a choice and you were not getting paid per se salary nor commissions, or you came by choice and I was not getting paid as well to give you my vision or my heart, my passion. It was quite voluntarily from both sides, but it's a strong desire and passion towards something that we believe we can make it happen together. And that has given us the drive to continue even when things were not clear or sounds like doomed. And here we are today. Forget everything in terms of, those setbacks, stabs, backstabbing, all of that. Forget all of that. The reward is much greater because success is not what you do in a day or two or a year. It's all like over all your career. Okay. And as long as you stay truthful to your character, tough times reveal the true character. We all know that. Everybody is lovey-dovey, nice, when things are fine, easy. But when it's tough, when there's a turbulence, you see the true character. And I have to tell you, my friends here, we are made of gold because we're connected in such a way, 100% optional, voluntarily. We are not forced to do this. You're not forced to be here. Your show, like your time, your presence, in fact, you're showing up. That's 80, 90% of success. I didn't make that up. You cannot succeed, or you have zero chance to succeed in something you're not in it. Now, as long as you're in it and you have the right intention, the right character, you've attracted good people as well yourself. I've attracted enough of you. We do believe we have what it takes to be successful. No problem. It didn't happen, the first round, second round, no problem. But make no mistake, where we're going is what matters. Because where we are now today, or the past is gone. We got the lesson. Where we are today is not permanent. In a few hours, it will be over. It will be history. Cannot change it. But where we're going is what matters to us the most. So where are we now? So we're in a troubled company in multiple avenues, and now we have to go, it became obviously important to change, but before we change, we're in that phase right now. This transformation requires a ton of activities, actions. Strategically, we have to get through that. There are a few things we have to clean up before we move on to that next chapter. I'll be more specific to you. More specific. Okay. One thing I want to achieve with you, and help me out, okay, is before we talk about the next chapter, we have to have proper mindset and an upgraded culture. We're not going to be talking about how successful we are. We're not going to be talking about how good we are. We're winning all. We're not going to do that. This time around, we're going to make it silently, quietly. We're going to win first, and then we can blab about it. I've seen people like all the times. They're thinking about a trip to Dubai. And they're living like as they own the town. And they even haven't booked the ticket or they didn't take off or all that. What I'm trying to do now, this time around, we're not going to talk about it. I don't have to blab about it. We're going to do it. And I'm using that as an example, but we're talking about a bigger business scale, okay? And I'm not going to talk about, I'll be making this much. Or we have 1, 2, 30, 50 products before actually living them, trying them. We're not going to talk about that. We've learned that lesson. We're not going to grow and win backward. Actions must beat conversation and talking and marketing. Success shouldn't be Instagrammable or whatever, TikTok or so. We have to do it. It matters more that you actually do it than talking about it. And I see people often like they talk too much and they brag too much when because it's easier said than done. They continue the conversation to the point where they surpass the reality. So now they paint that picture to themselves and to others that 1 to 20 when they're actually in just step 2 in that journey they've laid out. If I'm using the same analogy in numbers, I'm going to say this time around, what we're going to do, when we're in step 20, we'll talk about 15. By the time we talk about 20, we'll be at 25, and so forth. Just an analogy. So now, as we want to move to that, I hope you understand we don't want to over-exaggerate in expectations, in marketing, in claiming success before it happens. We must do it first. Then we can talk about it. I'll tell you what, you don't even have to say it. When you're successful and you're doing good and in reality and you grow to where you want to go, it goes without saying. People will recognize that. And does it really matter? Success is not about likes and clicks and views, and it doesn't reflect the true success or the true love or reality. I'm going to use a ridiculous example. If Hitler was here and he has an X page, like Twitter formerly, okay, don't you think he would have like millions of followers? Even haters to Hitler would want to see what is he saying, right? Journalists, media, all of that. So it doesn't reflect that it's actual love or success. But change within and making that impact like really making a difference, that's more impactful and more meaningful. My special dear Susie McCrae has a birthday. Happy birthday again yesterday. I use the example. I use the term, "You're the best Susie I know," and I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. If there's a Susie on planet Earth right now, come and say, "Hello, Ash. I know you. You know me. You lied to me. You told me." No, it's I mean it. I meant it. She's the best Susie that I know. Period. I might know another one, but it's not coming to my head that she's number one. And the reason I'm saying that, not because how good is Susie to, it's because of the influence and impact, or at least in some way, she inspires me. Because there's so many people, most of people that come to Earth, they leave unnoticeably or unnoticed, and they're just numbers. And there are people that even when you're not with them physically, they still some way in your mind or making a difference. They inspire you to do better. I guarantee thousands of us collectively every day, we think about, pick any name on the screen. I don't want to be, specific, but just for the sake of illustration, who doesn't think about Mr. DeGarmo or Johnson or or Minu, even when they're not there, not because of how good they are to themselves, or if we're not getting anything in return or somewhat benefiting, we wouldn't be around them. We wouldn't be thinking about them, because there's some people that you just come around them, they are just always grumping and uh, quite complaining about everything. And you just don't want to be around them. They wouldn't be. And there are people that just focus on you. They give you their heart, their time, their wisdom to lead you to a better you. And that's why you would give them your time, and you trust them, of course, okay? And you always get something. You wouldn't listen to Red Redfern, okay? Whatever the time is, unless there is some return. Make things, more clear to you, addresses some important matters to you, and that's how we grow. So you give me what you have, I give you what I have. Collectively, we have, or we form that greatness. Because one is too small of a number to achieve greatness. But a little bit of good of you, good of me, we bring it to the table. And there are people just like you cannot have enough of them, because they're always positive. They give you that good vibe. Nothing is more destructive to your future or business or life than being around negative people that you don't want to become them. So it's a choice to follow. Now we have to grow. If you're moving along in that transformation, be clear and solid. I trust this. I believe in it. I am moving with a choice, my own choice. Nobody's forcing you to go along, right? And I'm talking to the public right now. But it's a mistake. It's a massive mistake if you're going through just out of curiosity, or somebody told you to do. I haven't seen any creativity comes from somebody who's forced to do a job or any type of activities. The best success, creativity, accomplishments come when you have passion, conviction, love in what you're doing. With the right people. Now, any other opinion, if you're with us outside our network or atmosphere, it's a distraction. If you want to listen to it, if they propose a better choice, a better plan to you, I'll be happy to cheer for you. But don't take evaluations from somebody's either whether unknown, complete, bogus, ambiguous, personality, no track record success, no history. They haven't done anything good for humanity. They're always, grumping and bitching about everything. Make sure you follow people who are ahead of you. They've done it before. They have track record, they can prove, and they at least they're not going to diminish what you've achieved on your own or previously. Nothing worse than taking advice from somebody who's less qualified than yourself. So we're all clear that we must change. We're all clear that this change not going to be the same as the past. We're going to have less talk about specifics. We can talk more about things when they're there. Now, the question is, when do we move to the next phase? Okay. Very short and sweet, to the point. Okay. We wouldn't talk about the next phase until, number one, completely detached from the previous culture or mentality or mindset. If you're in the same mentality 3 years ago, we're not ready, including myself. If I am in the present now, have applied all the knowledge, all the mistakes, all of that to the next, then we're good. That's one. Second thing is, we are not moving to ONPASSIVE 2.0. We're not moving to a refurbished ONPASSIVE. I said it last time. We don't have any commonality between ONPASSIVE and next chapter, one common. As of now, you're not in it. Only Ash Mufareh, only myself. Not a line of code, not a product or office, country, one single staff member. None of that has moved or will move to the next chapter. Are we clear on that? Now, if you come along, you would say, yeah, we have ONPASSIVE in common. So it was you, myself, in a different business. Are we clear on that? We will not go to the next chapter until we complete our case with the SEC or conclude it. We're very optimistic and hopeful that it will be a good outcome. Potentially within the next 60 days. Within the next 60 days, potentially this could be resolved favorably. That has to be done before we talk about the next chapter. So mindset, okay, be clear that this is not repeating or repackaging. SEC case must be done. And then the technical preparation must be done. So what are we doing? What are we busy with right now? It's all about preparation, because I believe every day either you prepare for tomorrow or repair from yesterday. So either you prepare or you repair. For the last year or so, okay, we've been repairing and preparing. Repairing mistakes and, criminal acts of others, fatal mistakes that we had to fix because they were lack of experience, character, and they just got a position. People wouldn't follow so and so because of what they've done for them. They didn't do anything for anybody, right? They just had a position. We had to listen to them, or others invited them, or we've, kind of like send them to attend events and all of that. So they thought they're like, oh, I'm the boss. I'm, you know, uh, an angel on earth, right? Because people can really get fooled by pictures or all that. It's only a title. Leaders are not taken by their title or position. Leaders get everybody ahead of them. People will follow the leaders, not a position. Leaders who have literally inspired them or somewhat transformed something in your life. I say it often, we do business with people we know. It's not the product, it's not the mechanics. 80%, if not more, it's about the nature of leaders, the type of people. If I trust Mr. DeGarmo, I don't care what the product is. We can change that. I'll follow him. I'm comfortable doing that. Give me a superior product, mechanics, plan, whatever, with somebody who I don't know and I don't trust. I will follow. I'm not saying, okay, if, this is an area of my interest, that product or whatever, the journey, I'll do it. But the minute this transaction is over, let's say I buy the product or whatever, okay, our relationship is done. I'm not following the person. So it's transactional, not like based on relationship. That's why I believe the next chapter, which I will talk about, by the way, is more powerful than what we've had before, for the reasons I will list in a bit. So as we move forward, okay, we can expect, I'll give you, updates and progress on the SEC case on, we will communicate to see if we're mentally ready to start talking about the next phase and therefore, reveal. But technically, it must be ready before we talk about it. So hypothetical display, I'm not going to be done. We're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, that's a dream. Okay. I'll come here on the screen I'll walk you through the products. And I tell you, if you're impressed, take it. You don't have to. Not going to be talking about something you don't see. Not going to talk about a dream. On a personal side, I talk to you, I chat to you, I'll tell you all my passion, all my vision, okay. Yes, no problem. I'm not having that as a secret. But when it comes to the mechanics, a specific product or whatever, or platform, we'll not talk about it. We'll put it out there. We'll tell you, here it is. And then we talk about how to get there and all of that, right? Live. So I'm going to say again, the questions mostly have been around the area of, the next chapter, about if I have team, could they come with me? How much, from the products or the percentages finished, all of that, etc. The stability, the security. Are we going to have something like, like OMail? Are we going to have some repeated? Okay. So I think I'm going to talk about the next chapter more of what it is not. First, it is not ONPASSIVE 2.0. It is not a money-making Ponzi. It is not a refurbished product. Not because we have to. No, this is what we want. It is not going to be multi-level marketing. None. It is not a matrix. It's not a binary. None of that. Not multi-level marketing / MLM. It's not. It is not a passive income program. It is not a program. It is not a get rich quick scheme. And it is not a rebranded ONPASSIVE. Nothing from ONPASSIVE is in the next chapter. Nothing. Sure, the experience, the lessons, yeah. No employees, no locations, not a device, not a single line of code, not an image, not a website, none of that. Which brings me to say, we're not leaving ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is there, still has, even beyond the SEC settlement, there will be a few pending cases and matters that we have to settle and clear. I'll keep you posted on that as we go. To the point is like, to what's important, how much you need to know. We don't need to brew too much on negativity. I know people are more intrigued by, drama and all of that, but as a brother to you, it's not that productive. Our time, energy, and focus should be where we want to go, to things that actually will make a difference in your life and around you. You want to make an impact. You don't want to die just like it doesn't matter how much you have in your bank account. how tough you are. What matters is what you leave impact to the person next to you, behind you, around you. It is worth it. It is worth it. So keep your eyes on the goal, on the dream, not on the past, and just be more optimistic. Let's do it quietly. One of the mistakes we've learned that showing our success attracted the wrong people. We were a good hunt for them. And obviously we had criminals in-house on the payroll, right? And them seeing your treasure was so attractive to them. But we're not going to boast or blab about that until we win. To me, it's like a naked chicken dancing in front of a fox. We don't have to do that. You know about it. Your families live in it. That's all what matters. And what is the next business? So I kind of like said what is not, and be careful with that. I want to tell you up front, don't ask me about questions. What about this? Because we've had it on passive. Don't reference to unpassive. New chapter. Why, Ash, do you believe this is going to be a better success? I tell you what, we've done it before. It was a success. We've attracted millions of people, good and bad, and we've taken the time to weed out those bad, hopefully, and keep the good, deserving people with us. Five, 6 years ago, we didn't have this many committed, loyal, intelligent, sharp leaders. We were fewer, right? And we were still new in our relationship. Now we have a ton of memory and memories, together. We know more about each other. We trust each other more, and we see the possibilities. What do you expect with that? We're talking about hundreds of thousands. So we're not starting from scratch or from the beginning and start building that relationship. This is what I was referring to when I said, as negative it was, on the corporate side, attracting the wrong people, but at the same time, the best part came out of it, which is attracting you and many thousands around the world. It's a true, international and global network. Say an island, small country, big country, we have somebody there we can count on. Now, together is nothing we cannot achieve. With this desire, strong desire and belief to, the future, doing something better. What makes me believe that we have more experience? We've learned lessons, very expensive lessons. We know exactly what not to do. As much as it was somewhat good success, but that's a price, that's a phase that's taken us to a better level now. Okay, let's bring this home now, and we I just want to make sure these are the things I wanted to address.
Perfect, brother.
One more thing, I believe tentatively we may have the Arabic webinar this coming Friday after tomorrow. And then accordingly, we would schedule periodic, sessions. I'm not sure if next Thursday is going to be the webinar or Wednesday, so we'll definitely keep you posted as you see in the back office. But I hope let's wrap this up. I hope you're more clear that there are still a couple of things that we have to go through before talking about the next chapter, and that ONPASSIVE is not shutting down soon. We will say business as usual, but we choose how to do and perform that business. Okay, good news. We're not going anywhere. A lot has changed, yeah, okay, but still there. So we're compounding on it. Whether it's a bad phase, good phase, what it's just we're not denying that it happened, and it's a part of who we are. It brought us together. But make no mistake, the next phase of this journey is definitely stronger, better, way bigger. And I'm going to send it back to your brother, Chris Johnson, and see what questions do we have. If I missed any topic, or you want me to clarify any point from what I...
Very good,
Okay.
brother Ash. I think you hit everything. To me, my knowledge, you said more. I loved it. I want to keep this moving. So I'm going to bring Marty on first. And then if you would like to ask a question or say something, it's not required. Please raise your hand. But I do want to concentrate on a lot of the new people, but I'm going to call everybody. Marty DeGarmo, the floor is yours, brother.
All right. Yeah, that's clear. Bringing up that when it comes to, maybe you're talking about item number 10, that means 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 could already be done, but it wasn't ready to bring out. It's strategic. I love that idea. There's no reason to show all your cards, even though you have a royal flush. Show them one at a time when you need to. I love it. Definitely was a bad year, but I want to say something. As of right now, we got something like 1,900 emails in a day and a half. I started to go through them, and I said, why should I have so much fun? So I asked Red to help me, and he did. A lot of them were the same, obviously. But the general thing was, what about this? What about that? Kind of, some people have a little bit of anxiety and all that. I get it. But there's one thing that, as I thought about it, had a chance to ponder the ideas. When asked, what's this going to be like? What's that going to be like? My answer always comes back to one thing, and it's very simple because I'm a simple guy. Well, is it going to be better? The answer is ask Mufareh. Are we going to be taken care of? The answer is ask Mufareh. Listen, all the crap that went on, we don't even know the details, and frankly, I don't care. But ask Mufareh still standing there. That's enough for me. Look, I had a lot of people tell me a lot of stuff in my life, but I never had anybody walk it and then tell it after the fact. He went with us the whole time. He was ahead of us. We never even knew some of the ugly until now. We had no idea. He comes in, he's talking like everything's okay. In reality, it probably wasn't okay. I also looked at, when when we first got O Connect, I paid $143. I'm going to speak for myself. And I'm only going to use a year, but it went over a year. So for $143, I had O Connect at 1,000 room capacity. Now, even when things went crazy, no money coming in, Ash made it a point that I could have O Connect and all of us, 1,000 room capacity. So I broke it down somewhere around $10.50 a month. Then I looked at Zoom at 1,000 room capacity, and it's over $4,000. And I'm thinking, I think I owe Ash. He doesn't owe me. But the point is, I think if we all look at, I would be nervous if I was in a business one time where there was a problem. You knew there was a problem, but you didn't know quite what it was. And they charged us money every month while they were going to whatever it was. They would say a few things, but it wasn't really clear. And I stuck in there like a few hundred other people, and we go and go and go and go. I think I wound up paying $1,500 that year. And at the very end, it said down for maintenance, and it never came back. So those people had a problem, but you know what they did? They collected some cash before they actually shut down. They were giving us nothing. There was nothing they were giving us in return other than just hold on and a couple fancy words here and there. And that happened more than once. That happened many times, 50 times, maybe. So to be here, and I want people to really just, after all the stuff, look, I don't need to know ahead of time. In fact, I don't think I even asked what's coming next. It's not me. I don't have to do that because he's still here. He was here before, he's here now, and he's leading us still. So I just try to gather people and walk the same direction. And I think if we all just stay cool, because you don't know, you shouldn't think it's bad. Why? Ask Mufareh. He has already proven who he is. I don't think he needs to tell us. Now, if you're having a problem with that, I think maybe you're not plugged in enough, or you're not watching or listening to what's going on. But I'm very happy with where we're going. I'm happy with the way it's going. I think sometimes we did show our cards too early. It felt kind of strange, the big marketing we were doing, and then it seemed like it was going faster than the company was, or the products, and I thought that was kind of weird. But hey, all that happened. But I love the idea that we're going, that's there, it's in pause or whatever you want to call it, and we're going to something new. There's no umbilical cord, there's no attachment, and I love the idea. I think if we go into a brand new situation, you're not fighting people saying, well, isn't that, and isn't it this, and isn't that company that, that's horrendous. We're getting a fresh start, a better start. Ash said it's bigger and better than we think. What does that mean? Never lied to us before. It means it's bigger and better. So we should all just remember and keep going forward. Plus, we have each other. I've never met a better group of people. And I was talking with some people the other night about, if the journey wasn't what it was, who are we now? We've all grown into much better, making more friends, opening up to each other. And I think that's valuable. I think it's more valuable than money anyway. Yeah, we need money. We want it to go forward. But I think, the only time Ash was bringing money is when he had founders, and he shut that off when they were bringing in hundreds, if not thousands of founders. He shut it off. We have enough, boom. So it wasn't about money. It was never about money. If it was about money, he should go jump off a cliff from what happened last year. But anyway, no, I'm glad what was said, and I'm not going anywhere. And like he said, you do something because you love it. And most of the people I surround myself with in this company are people that love what they're doing, love each other. So I'll turn that around to you, Chris. But yeah, I'm happy with what's going on. You don't have to brag about something. It'll be in your walk. It'll be the way you talk. It'll be the way you act. Success is outward. People will see what's going on. Anyway, thank you.
What was that question again?
I don't have a question.
Thank you, brother.
Very good, Marty. I couldn't have said it better myself, brother. Not only do I love you, but everyone loves you. Don't you ever forget that. You've helped out thousands of people. Okay, now I do see some new hands up and I see some old hands. I am going to work the new hands first. And I'm going to bring up the first guy who is just a perfect gentleman. His partner is Aisha. I'm going to call her after Wasim. And then I'm going to go to Nagma. And then if I don't, Kiana's got her hand up. If I don't see anyone new, I'll grab an old one. So, Mr. Wasim, with that new beard, that new look, brother, the floor is yours. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum
How are
salam.
you, sir? How are you, sir?
Great. Wasim 2025 version.
2025 version. Exactly, sir. Sir, thank you very much. Firstly, you invite me here. Today, I stand before you not just as a founding member, but as someone who believes with all his heart in the vision, mission, and values of this revolutionary company. Over the past 6 months, like many of you, I too was waiting for view news, for clarity, for light, and the end of the tunnel. And Alhamdulillah, the light was finally started to shine again. Sir, last week the webinar brought back hope, strength, and clarity. We now understand the heavy challenges you have faced. The silence was not weakness; it was wisdom. The storm was not sign of failure, but a test of our foundation. The truth is emerging, and justice is slowly but surely unfolding. Yes, we were betrayed by some former employees. Yes, some merchants failed to fulfill their commitment, but through it all, one man never gave up, and that is Mr. Ash Mufareh. Sir, from the core of our hearts, we, the Pakistani founders, want to tell you loud and clear, we stand with you, we trust you, we believe in your vision, and we love you. Pakistan is with you, not just in words, but in spirit and energy, in prayers and in actions. You have created not just a company, but a family, and families stand together in tough times. We are proud to be part of this movement that is built in transparency, innovation, and care for humanity. Let the world know our silence was not surrender, it was patience. And now, as our company rises again stronger and clearer, we are ready to build, to grow, and to lead the future with you. Together, we will write history. Sir, can I ask questions?
Go for it. Thank you.
Wasim,
My question is to Zoom. Why do you freeze when somebody want to ask a question?
did we lose him or is he just frozen?
He looks
Yeah.
frozen, Chris.
Oh boy. All right. We could
We'll come back to him.
I
Yeah.
will come back to him. So I see we got some good hands. I'm definitely going to call his partner in crime, an absolutely beautiful sister of mine, Miss Aisha. Come on, the floor is yours, young lady. Uh-oh, looks like Pakistan's internet's not
Ah,
flying.
They're freezing up.
Yeah.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, thank you, Chris, sir. Thank you, Sir Ash. Let me share some of my thoughts. First of all, I'm privileged to be here and very much happy to be in this webinar, and it brings back a lot of memories. And I'm pretty emotional today being here, and I think we're just living life now. it was just we were a little sad in the past, knowing that whatever is happening and whatever you're going through. But today is a special day. It's a day of resilience, faith, and new beginnings, and that's what makes us happy. And we know that you have faced a lot, and there were a lot of hurdles, there were a lot of setbacks. But this, ours and your unwavering vision and strength, it has brought us back more stronger than ever. And we can feel it in your words, whatever you said just now. And now we know that our I think the path is more clearer now. We have come back, you have come back a lot more stronger, as you know what were the things which went wrong. And now we believe that whatever is going to happen will be more brighter, will be more we can say than before. So to you, sir, there was no doubt about it. And we will stand with you always in this mission. Whatever you said today was that you spoke your heart. That's the main thing. That's what brings us together. So,
Yeah, let's come back to them if they have
sir,
questions.
this comeback isn't
Zoom doesn't like
just
Pakistan for
yours,
some reason.
it's ours.
Thank you. Aisha, you're breaking up real bad, sweetie. We're gonna
Yeah.
go. We're gonna
Excuse me, sir.
we both
Thank you, sir.
yeah, thank you.
Sorry, sir.
No. Listen, this is why we need a brand new web browsing service, Ash.
Thanks, sir.
Aisha and Wasim, I know Marty, you're gonna have to let Wasim, but I want to let you know what a great job
Yes, sir.
you guys do a phenomenal
Yes,
job,
sir.
and I appreciate you both. Okay, I want to do this. I want to go to Miss Nagma next.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Miss Nagma, you're next, but after Nagma, I want to go to Daniel from P&G. So Nagma is got a huge YouTube channel. She's absolutely perfect on it. She speaks with clarity, both languages, and I absolutely love her for it. She's a real sweetheart. Please like and subscribe to her channel. Miss Nagma, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brother Chris. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Ash.
Wa alaikum salam. Good to see you.
Same here, sir. Thank you. I hope you are doing well.
Fantastic.
Yes. It is truly an honor to be a part of this webinar. And Mr. Ash, we trust you. We know that you are going to do the things which will be beneficial for us. We know that forces tried to slow us down. Yes, we have faced delays. We have faced obstacles. We were tested, but never forget diamonds are made under pressure. And we are the diamonds, actually. And yes, today we have some people who laugh at us, who doubt at us, but I think soon they are going to witness our success. We are going to see the changes. And if reaching goal means embracing change, then so it be. So I want to say this from bottom of my heart that we are with you, Mr. Ash. We trust you. We believe in your vision, and we are standing at the edge of greatness. The platform we have built, the technology that is coming, and the unity among us. It's a force the world has never seen before. It's my thought. Let us rise together. Let us move forward with unshakable faith, renewed passion, and a burning desire to make a difference. Let every person related with us hold their head high, knowing that we are part of something legendary. And really, we are with you, Mr. Ash. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thanks a lot, and over to you, Brother Chris.
Thank you. That was well said. I appreciate you. And you know what else about diamonds? They're not only made under pressure, but they're made in the dark.
Yes.
And gold is found under the ground. So precious things are often, you know, done quietly.
Mm.
We don't have to do them with a big flash and splash. All right. So as well as the next chapter.
Good point.
Thank you,
brother.
Nagma. It was really nice to see you. And back to you, brother.
Yeah, she's
Thank
a
you
real.
so much, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Nagma. I'm glad you're on here. She was so excited, Ash. I couldn't contain her, but oh my God, what am I going to say? I said, he wants you just to be you, and that's who you are, Nagma. So thank you. Oh no, okay. I want to bring this guy on before he loses internet. A guy dear to my heart, Mr. Daniel Sani from Papua New Guinea. Daniel, welcome, brother. Great to see you.
Oh, thank you very much, Chris. Thank you, Matthew, for giving me the invitation to be on the panel. Thank you, Ash. Good to see you again. You're looking very strong and determined person. I really appreciate. You know, during the first webinar last week, when I sat down and I heard you speak, I came back to my people here in Papua New Guinea, and I sent a message out to all the Telegram groups in Papua New Guinea, and I told them that the gems I picked up while I was attending the first webinar for 2025. And I'd like to read the message I sent to them. I told them, first of all, the mind thrives on precision. The clearer your vision, the more focused your actions become. This is very true of our selfless CEO, Mr. S. Mufareh. Success is about deciding to move forward, deciding to do the work, deciding that failure is not an option. Success comes to those who know exactly where they are going and take steps to get there. Mr. Mufareh is very transparent and honest, ethical. We all must leave everything in his capable hands and give him our loyalty and support at this time. Let us hold hands and continue our journey. That was the message I shared with them on my Telegram and sent to my fellow brothers and sisters here in this country. As I heard you very clearly, I was following. I heard very powerful words you mentioned, success. And one phrase I picked up or two is you said, where are we now? And where are we going? There is a phrase of true successful visionaries. They must see where they are now. And in their mind, they have imagined or they have created a picture, a vision or picture in their mind, and they know where exactly they are going, and they are moving towards that. It actually is it's a law of attraction. While I was waiting for all those things, I went on and tried to educate myself on how successful people do in their journey. And I'd like to bring up some point because you talk about success. Yes, the successful visionaries, they don't dwell on setbacks. They find lessons in them. And this is exactly what you said. You have a clear goal in your mind, you believe in it, and you take action. Now, people who succeed are the ones who not only dream, but they take risks. And while listening to you now, Ash, two words come to my mind: persistence and resilience. Yes, obstacles will come, doubts will creep in, but winners push through. They understand that path to success is not a straight line. It is filled with twists, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. Now, as what separates successful people like you is persistence. Yes, as every failure and setbacks are lessons, like you said, lessons that we learn, and it's like a stepping stone. And you will not allow temporary setbacks to define your destiny. Because in your mind, your destination, you know where we are and where we are going. It's very clear, and you are moving towards that direction. And you refuse temporary setbacks to define your destiny. Now, as we didn't come this far to only come this far, you have overcome so much. You have fought battles that we don't know about, but you are still here, still standing, still moving forward. Yes, champions are not made in comfort. They are forged in adversity. And this is you, as Mufareh. We are proud of you. I have no questions. I have learned a lot over the past 4 years in this journey. And I can see that you are one of the very rare CEOs, and I don't think we can find any. And I've also learned a lot from you, and I'm continuing to learn. And also with the community that we're in, good leaders, very mature people, I've learned a lot. And thank you very much, Ash. We trust in the process. We know where you're going. We will be with you. Okay, we don't know the technical aspects of everything, but on the management side of things, you have the recipients, the recipe for success. And this is what's holding me to hold on tight and continue the journey with you and the rest of my community in this journey. Thank you very much, Ash. Thanks for your time to come here and express yourself. You have demonstrated true humility. It only takes true leaders to humble themselves, acknowledge what they went wrong, try to correct it and move forward. This is the kind of caliber of people, and we must trust. If you are listening in Papua New Guinea or anywhere around the world, please, this is the quality of a true leader who accepts, who does not try to justify himself or try to become defensive, but transparent and open, and acknowledge where we went wrong and where we're going to go. And that's what's holding me to stick with US and all the way through until things happen for us. Time is not a factor for me, and I will still continue the journey with our group of people. Thank you very much, Chris and Matty and the rest, for inviting me on this panel to speak. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best. As thank you for your time. Thank you for your family as well. Thank you.
Well done, Daniel. Thank you so much. I'm so pleased that you came, and very good to see you. In fact, we're fortunate to have you, and Papua New Guinea also is fortunate to have you. We're blessed. I'm so glad that we so much think alike, and that's why I'm confident the next phase would be much stronger, because we have more of us now believing in the same vision. And back to you, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother S. Daniel, thank you. I needed that. For some reason, every time I go to Papua New Guinea, you bring it home to me. So, Daniel, I love you. Make sure you give all our love back to the Papua New Guineans, because we have never forgotten you. And you guys built our hearts. I'm sorry you did. Ask Mufareh started it, but man, you really pumped my heart up. So, all right, I see all the hands, and I'm not because I don't like you. I'm trying to pick the new people. So I see everyone with a hand up. I'm going to go to Jonetta, because I promised her 2 weeks ago. You're looking beautiful, Jonetta. Jonetta, the floor is yours.
Hi there. Hey, thanks everyone. Hi there, Ash. Mr. Mufareh, out of respect, but Ash, because I can tell you I've been watching the webinars for the last 5 or 6 years, and at this point, just like I think you were intending, it's more like I feel comfortable around you enough as even a CEO to call you Ash versus Mr. Mufareh. So kudos to you for doing that through a video Zoom. Couple questions I do have, but I just wanted to acknowledge, thank you, Chris, Marty, Red, Julie, for all your help. I want you to know that what you guys do, a lot of us have sat here for years and we're watching the webinars, we're paying attention, we're reading stuff in the back office, but being able to reach out to get some questions clarified or answered, it really does make a big difference. So I just wanted to let you know that. I suppose, want to thank you, Ash, for the vision that you've had. I've had 2 teammates, founding positions, if you will, that joined the journey with me years ago, last 5 or 6, and 2 of them have passed away. So what I'm looking and hoping to do with, as we're moving forward, is obviously just be in a position to validate their, hope and desires of what they were trying to do as well. One of the questions I do have, if maybe you're in a position to answer this, is you had mentioned how ONPASSIVE is still there, but we're definitely moving forward in a new chapter, which I can appreciate both aspects. I suppose one of the questions I have for you is, as you mentioned, the compounding kind of what we're doing, will they be able to work together? I've worked in prior businesses, and I can tell you from being there, I can see some of the stuff that hopefully that you were trying to bring into fruition will help other businesses, such as, the video platforms and the marketing and some of the stuff that I could see that, was taken away from success in the field from what people were trying to do online. So I suppose one of the main questions is, as we're compounding, is this new chapter going to be able to offer some of those services for some of the people that are still trying to work online and wanting to better their business or their platform that they're working with?
Sure, I can address that if that's the only part you'd like to hear more about. And thank you for everything you said.
Yeah, I really just, I think I got my stuff, make a difference with the product, help others. Oh, I do have one thing I want to say.
Sure.
Before you answer that, I just, again, really want to thank you for, again, the vision and doing this. I'm a Christian. I'm very, very much, read my Bible. And one of the things that's always come up to me is, in the Bible, they talked about the talents. So I just want to say this real quick. 5 talents were given to the one with 5, and he duplicated it. 10 talents, he duplicated it, but the one that just had 1, he buried it to make sure it didn't, get taken. And I'm just grateful for you and a lot of the people on here that are taking the time to try and take the chance and better their position of what they have and what they know they can make a difference on. Because I do believe that collectively, I do believe this, that if we can use some of the gifts and talents that we've each been given to make a difference, it really will start changing the atmosphere and the global direction that we are seeing. So I just wanted to say that.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you so much. Yes. So let's do the general direction of what we want to accomplish in this next chapter. I can also again say something that we're not going to be a repeated technology. We're not going to reinvent the wheel in any way. We're not going to do or get in a lane where somebody's already ahead of us, or let's say it's fine. Okay. We believe we're here to bridge the gap in some of much needed tools and platforms and applications for individuals and businesses to improve, our digital experience, whether it's for communication, whether it's for business management or marketing, exposure, learning, all of that. So it is the ambition is to fill the gap, and basically give people a better cut in the deal. So in such a way that you may not have to go through the invention, the hassle I just talked about, or what was mentioned about, to create the diamond with pressure and darkness and all of that, but rather you choose to share that outcome, and we are actually excited to share the benefit with you, even more generous than we thought before, or generously. Now, yes, there are tools that will I believe make a significant impact in businesses, business management, without naming the exact platform. And we already have platforms where they actually they're functional and they're being used.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thanks again
But
for
we're
your
adding
time.
more integrated softwares to it. So what you thought before, we could minimize or intensify. So could be smaller in the size, but bigger effectiveness or impact. And the name of the game, it will be more unlimited and more powerful.
Great. Thank
So
you.
walk away with something such as unlimited. I believe we were led to discover ways where we can offer something unlimited more than it's offered or available now, new level, new technologies. That's another question. I think I will address it if Redfern would ask that. I read it in the email, and if you want me to share that with everybody, I'll be happy to do so. But more of like definitely newer technology, way newer, okay, than before, and it 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 is refreshing to say that we are led to offer something more unlimited, more scalable to individuals and businesses at a lower price. That's kind of like an invention on its own, very creatively. So again, that goes to the team, to the technical people. But thank you so much. It was really good to hear you, and I agree with everything you said. And I hope that was helpful to mention to you. Short answer: yes, we are going to have applications. We'll have businesses. I do believe much better than before.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'll let you go. But one last thing is, I do have to say, I really have been praying for you and your family, but your wife,
Thank you so much.
she really must be a force to be reckoned with. So one of these days, I'd like to meet her before I pass away.
You definitely, you're welcome. Definitely. Thank you so much. I'll tell her that too. Where do you live? I'm sorry, where are you?
So actually, Canadian friends, I'm real close to you. I'm probably about 100 miles south of the Canadian border in the very northeast part of Washington State. So
Okay.
basically from
Oh,
Spokane.
on the West Coast. Okay, I see. Wow.
Yeah, I'm on the east side, so I'm right on the Idaho border. Washington and Idaho, I'm 6 miles from
West side,
Idaho.
West Coast.
Yeah, the West Coast.
Yeah.
On
Like
the,
in what do they call it? British Columbia or
yeah, so
Evergreen.
Vancouver's,
Yes, yes.
BC, they're all just pretty much straight north of where I'm at.
That's beautiful
Yep.
there. Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we live at about 2,600 feet elevation. We live in the mountains. Just
Yep.
it's gorgeous, but yeah.
We all know Canadian people are nice and generally speaking, but if you allow me to say, people from that region are extra nice. My personal experience, we have friends from there. Amazing.
Yep.
Couldn't be
Yep.
nicer.
Yep.
Thank you
Very
so
good.
much for the kind words.
Yep.
I'll
Thank you for everything. Thanks.
look forward to seeing you again. Bye. Back to you, Mr. Michigan.
Thank you, Mr. Orlando. Very good, Janetta. Thank you. Okay, now I know I got hands up. I'm going to go to Mr. Mamadou, Kiana, and then I'm going to start picking some of you old faces. How's that? So, Mr. Mamadou, I love you, brother. One of my favorite guys. A lot of respect for Mamadou. The floor is yours.
Yes, Mr. Captain Chris. Oh my God. Good afternoon and good evening to all my beloved family. First of all, I just want to thank you, Mr. Marty and Captain Chris, for your thoughtfulness and consideration to allow me to be in this panel today. Thank you very much. And first of all, my name is Momodu Jallo, born and raised in Sierra Leone, West Africa. But presently, I'm living in Maryland in the United States of America. Mr. Ash, hello, and
Hello.
thank you for everything you've done and still doing for humanity. You know, listening to you from last week webinar and today, what you informed us last week and what you've already elaborated today has paid a clear pathway to where we are heading. You know, I won't be able to go through everything you've said, but I just want to conclude by saying that I really admire your dedication, your commitment, your sacrifice, your love, and your passion you have to uplift humanity. You know, I'm in my 50s. I have never seen or heard anybody that is so committed to uplift his fellow human being. And you are one of them. So what I have learned and what I have achieved since I met you for the past 4 years going to 5, I have nothing, no iota of misunderstanding or anything that you think about lack of trust or anything. I have the utmost maximum respect for you because you are one among millions who have proved to me that yes, though the world is corrupt, though the world is, you know, they don't care about others, but you are one of those who care, who want to create a change. And I am, together with my family, my fellow Sierra Leoneans, stand behind you and trust what you are doing and what you intend to do for humanity. So I don't have any question because I know what you highlighted since last week until now has given me a clear pathway where we are heading. So I strongly standing behind you and I continue to pray for you, your family, for everything that you are looking for, including your health and your prosperity. So thank you all. And for my fellow ambassadors, I say hi to you and I appeal to you to be more committed, more focused, more steadfast, because we have somebody that is leading us where we intend to go. So thank you very much. Back to you, Captain Chris.
I love that guy. Thank you, Mama. Go ahead, Ash. You gotta say something because he's just
Oh,
phenomenal.
fantastic. I'm just blown away how pumped and positive all the time he is. And look, you know, he comes from Sierra Leone and just no complaint, always uplifting. And I haven't heard that word iota maybe in decades. So that's really unique. Well, thank you so much. Good to hear you.
Just to
You're
let you know,
welcome.
he works around the clock, 2 jobs, shows up on webinars, dedicated, loyal. I absolutely love him, and I can't wait to meet him someday. Thank you, Mamadou, which I call you. You're my man, brother. Okay, now I have
Hey,
one
Chris, hey,
more.
Chris,
What?
you forgot to say he's the most handsome guy in the company.
Oh yeah,
so
he's the most handsome, but he's also the shortest guy I've ever met. But it's okay. Okay, I have one more new person, and then I'm going to start working on. Just to be real quick, Narelle said, "Chris, I never speak." I'll get to you, Narelli. Kiana, I know you don't have a hand, so come on. And then I'm going to start working some of these old people because they're ready to bust out. Kiana, unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Marty, and everyone here. I'm very humbled that I'm able to come on here, and I'd like to say welcome, Ash, from Canada. I listened to both your webinars last week and this and now, and I would just like to say that I felt it in my heart, everything that you went through, and I'm very humbled with how dedicated that you are with making sure that everything goes completely the way you want it to be, and how you've trusted us in being here with you, and we are here with you no matter what. I myself have never sided in any way, and I'm very happy that you see that in all of us, that we are with you. The amazing thing about you is that you had this dream and you had so much passion, and then now you even have something bigger, and you still have another amazing beyond dream, that journey for us that's there. And you know, I can't believe that your mind can just go so beyond and come up with something even better. And that's just amazes me. And I love that about you. Like, you just don't stop. You're able to do so much more and more that it's just incredible. And I really believe that how we're going to do this new process, in just doing it step by step, before, you know, before when we did it, it was just, we were all so overwhelmed with all the stuff that was going to come. And yes, it was hard to talk to people and say, oh yeah, but it's coming and it's coming. And I really believe in the new way that we're going to do it. And I'm happy we're going to do it that way, to make sure that there's one step at a time, and as we pursue the new journey. And I just love you, and I pray for you and your family, and just know that I'm here with you from my heart, and everyone else here. Thank you so much, Ash.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much. That was beautiful, and I'm glad you also agree in the direction ahead. Thank you. And back to you, brother.
Thank you, brother Ash.
I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to follow instructions.
Oh yeah, I know.
I
You're
have
doing,
I
you're
have
doing
to
absolutely wonderful.
I have to say that I am forced, and I'm being forced to say back to you. I'm not good at it, but I'm
Oh, you're
improving.
good. You haven't missed it yet, so I love you, man. That's okay. All right, I got one more person that's new, and then I'm going to go to Suker. So Steve, and then I'm going to start going down the line. Mr. Steven, who is listen, never judge a book by a cover. This guy is so much fun, very intelligent. Mr. Steven, the floor is yours.
Okay, well, I don't have a video for some reason. I'm the only one on the panel that got blacked out, so I guess I'm ugly. But anyway.
You're not ugly, bro.
Ash, I've been such a huge fan of yours forever. I love coming to this forum to be with my family, the furniture, as you call us, and I'm really excited about where we're going. And I like how you told us what it's not, because all we ever hear is it's this, it's that, and trying to communicate that to morons and people that don't understand it and are only into the monetary, materialistic side of it, don't understand what it's like to contribute to a cause, like, let's say, Julie and Chloe's situation, or Seeds Academy. That's what this is about. So the Lamborghini needs to go in the shop and get retuned. We still have the vision. The vehicle is just going to be changed a little bit based on what we can and can't do to get to that vision. The vision's not gone. You still have all of your army. Your army's still ready to follow you into whatever situation we have to, because we know there's a promised land you're leading us to. And I really don't have questions, but I did say I was going to shout out a couple of my people to you, because one wants to cook for you and one is just in awe of you. One is Lori Kujala, and the other one is Tom Blakesley and his wife Deborah. They're all trying to get to the end of where they need to get to create foundations to help people and to change the planet, and that's all because of you. And I just am so honored to be talking to you again, because I think the last time we talked to each other was probably way back in the the fireside chat thing that was going on in the very early days before everything went exponentially into a frenzy, where we got so many people coming in and changing the dynamic, where it had to go to the next level. It was being forced to go to the next level. So I think that's all I have to say. And then everybody just come to trivia and have fun. I love being a game show host. And I just a shout out to everybody. And thanks for your time, Ash. We love you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. That was beautiful. I think that would be fun to get together. Thank you again. Back to you, Chris.
He's a riot, brother Ash. He really is a great guy. Very intelligent too. All right. I've been waiting to call this guy because I've seen him. I talked to his wife a lot, but it's my pleasure from the monk community, Mr. Suker Yang, brother. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you, Chris, and greeting and blessing to Ash especially, and to everyone in the panel. It's a wonderful day and wonderful historic journey that I feel so glad to be part of it. I like the link today, historic coming back, or historic comeback. And I think this is not just an incident, but it is a meant to be for this time of our life. Especially we are in Holy Week, and looking forward to Good Friday and Easter, the resurrection. And so I am a strong believer in higher powers. I am a strongly believer in prayer. And I just want Ash to know that I thank you for your strong faith in God as well. And you often mention about, the harder the battle, the sweeter the drink. Win and never quit, and quit and never win. And I strongly believe in that. Not only that, but in the Holy Book, scriptures also said that, if you're not giving up, you will reap what you sow. And so as a strong believer, I want you to know that we've been praying for you, and not only just prayer, but we fast, our group fast. And you have people who are committed to this journey with you, no matter how long it takes. When will that be? The dream or the destiny? When will that be? We will continue to be part of this. And so just want you to know that we are reminded just yesterday, actually, we every Tuesday we pray together. I am a strong believer of prayer warriors, and because the God who believe is faithful. And again, the reflection from yesterday was from Isaiah 40, 29 to 31, and the very last verse, 31. Those who wait, those who hope in the Lord, shall renew their strength. They will walk and they will be mounted like eagle. They will fly and not be weary. And so I strongly believe in that, and that God will bring this to a reality in time, in God's own time. We will continue to be with you. And you mentioned that we have experience, we have these wonderful people, we built this relationship. We are not starting from scratch, but I really strongly believe that we have one person who is behind us, and God is with us in this journey. And so we will get to where we are. And so just want to say that to give you some encouragement that we are behind you, and we are praying for you and for this project. And actually, the one who lead us, who is the one who gives you this vision and this mission, will bring it into completions at the proper time. And I have one question. Um, because our people around the world, and especially in the mountains, and often they don't have uh, good access to the internet, and oftentimes they have trouble with emails, and they are worried if they can access the emails, will there be a chance for them to come back? Will that be fixed eventually at the proper time? So maybe if you can answer that. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Question
Can
about
you?
email. If people who can no longer access their emails, and we come back, will that
Yeah.
be any challenges for them?
Yeah, you're talking about to access the old account, like to access ONPASSIVE? Okay.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Use that original email.
Try to not to get distracted or lead you in a different direction. Okay. In a bulk narrative, that whatever is going to help you and keep you in control of your account, we will do it. So we can do any change in terms of like whether changing the account or grant everybody access, allow you to change. That's okay if needed. So keep that in mind. So if we do that and we get busy with it, lots of changes, and then it's not necessary. It all depends on, it boils down to what we want to do with ONPASSIVE after the actions that we are working on. But this is something we can control if needed. We might not need it.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you. Thank you. Back to our captains.
Thank you.
Thank you, Suker. Very good to see you. Okay, who did I say was next? I'm going to do the ladies first, gentlemen. I know we have a couple gentlemen, which is my brother Red, my brother Bob, but I'd like to, and Gershmender. I'd like to do the ladies first because it's very early in the morning for Narelle. So I want to call on my sister. We are glad you're here. Narelle Workon, the floor is yours, Miss Australia.
Thank you so much, Chris. And hello, Mr. Ash. How are you going?
Fantastic. We're happy to see you, and I'm glad you're well again and strong. And
yeah.
I'm
There's
sure
something
you believe in the prayers thousands went through your way. And
Absolutely.
I hope you're improving and feeling better and better every day.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
You look like it, yeah.
Well, that was carnival.
It's amazing that day when it happened. I saw you on just the last hours. You were there, and I thought you looked good.
Yeah, I do feel good too, and I am very healthy. I do believe that I had a bit of a stress heart attack, and there was a couple of things and I'll just go through them. Sorry if it's a little bit all over the place. I'm doing a Marty because it's 4 a.m. One of the things you said is you can't create, or you're unable to create positivity if you don't love what you do, you know, or if it's coming from a negative situation or a negative mindset. And I truly believe in that. You know, from day dot, we've grown so much, even for myself, and I will speak about myself here just for a bit. Sorry, Chris. But, you know, myself, I came into this for a completely different reason than most, and I came in for Obless, for Miss Meme, my great niece with cerebral palsy. I wasn't looking for a business. I wasn't looking for extra income. I was quite happy because when you've been through things in life, you become not settled, but you definitely appreciate or have gratitude for so much more when you've had open heart surgery, which is coming up 10 years in July for my open heart surgery triple bypass. And I'm still here. You know, 2 years ago, I had a heart attack and I was taken into hospital. And because of everybody's prayers, my heart did its own little bypass. And again, this time, you know, there's a little bit of a blockage, but they can't stent it. But my main artery, frontal artery, is pumping like a 16-year-old girl. It's flowing well. It's doing what it should do. So thank you, everyone, for your prayers. I really do appreciate it. My dedication to ONPASSIVE has moved in different directions, and it really does sort of bring about, I suppose, what I'm feeling now. And the energy that you have brought this time feels different. Okay. It feels from the heart, even though those first few years of listening to you were from the heart, it changed direction. And I don't know, and please forgive me for being so blunt, but I don't know if you saw that straight away. But coming from the heart, I felt that this direction was going, and I sort of wondered whether it was a US American thing of razzmatazz and yeehaw and glamour and fireworks. And it sort of startled me a bit because it sort of made me step back and think or rethink, where was this sort of going? And, you know, that heart sort of feeling was starting to be lost in a sense of all of that. I know what you've been through, and I appreciate that. The fact that you're still sitting here, as Marty said, is good enough for me to follow you to the moon and back. You know, we all praise God, or I praise God above anybody else. There is no other person, no other being above and beyond him. He has us all here for all different reasons, and I want to thank you for that. So like I said, I just feel this time it's stronger, it's more aligned, the energy is different, and we're back to that heart feeling again. We want to change the world. We're here to bring hope to humanity. You know, that's what it's all about, and that's what it was all about in the beginning. So I just fell in love with your heart, and I'm glad that that's back where it never left, but I think too many influences changed or took over. So I just want to say that from my heart. Just one thing I wrote down, I said that come from, one of the things is, as we go through life, is we need to unlearn certain things. And one of the things I had to unlearn, in a sense, was that sense of trust. And we've all spoken about, or certain people have spoken about that tonight. One of my biggest things coming into this, because it was for Obless, because it wasn't for a business, is I took on the business side of things because I have been in business and I have been online. And I took that as a different way of being able to create or have Australia, New Zealand, surrounding islands on the map. However, in saying that, I took on also things that I didn't think that I would have to do. It created me as a new person, as a different person that I still can, when I thought that I couldn't. Everybody here has uplifted me in that sense by being there, by building that trust backwards and forwards. So I just wanted to share that. I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you, Mr. Ash, for having the heart and bringing the heart back into what it is you want to share out there and what you want us to stand beside you in doing. So thank you so much. And bless you.
Bless you too. Thank you, Nariel. It was so lovely to see you again. And thank you for everything you said.
That's to you, brother Chris.
I'm going to play hard to get.
I know
Back to you.
Good
Back
God.
to you, brother. Okay.
You're funny. He does have a very good sense of humor, folks. All right, I'm going to bring
You're
on
the
my
best.
no, not as good as you, but close. I'm going to bring on my beautiful sister from Germany, who actually fell in love because of this amazing company, and I'm extremely happy for it. It's great to see you, Angie Hahn. Unmute yourself.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Angie.
I will make, hi, how are you, Ash?
Fantastic. Good to see you.
Thank you. Actually, I will make it very short. I just missed you and I missed our webinars. And last week, I personally, I felt the sparkle of ONPASSIVE is back, or of our vision and mission, the magic, and I missed that too much. And after giving the update to the German-speaking people, I got tons of messages where people were asking me, what can we do for Ash? What can we do to make sure that he knows we are standing beside him, we are standing behind him, around him. If he needs anything, he should not hesitate to ask. And they were asking me to deliver that message, and I wanted to do that. Bad people are everywhere. We all experience to be cheated on, or they lie to us. I mean, we are just humans, and I'm too much happy to be here, and be sure we all love you and support you no matter what, and we go wherever you will go. That's it, actually.
As you said, short, but was really beautiful and powerful. Thank you so much. And thanks to the German community. We're happy that they are still around and they care. So to plug in and follow the updates and the developments as we go, that would be helpful so we can be on the same page and hopefully avoid things of the past and mistakes. Again, delighted to see you and wish you the best. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, brother. You're gonna make me laugh every time. All right, so we're down to 4 more hands, and we might be able to close this baby off. So let's bring in. I'm gonna do actually Wasim, because he's back, and I don't know if he's gonna lose it. Wasim, Gershmender, Bob, and I'm gonna save the best for last. Red Redford. So Wasim, the floor is yours. Gersh, you're on deck.
Thank you very much, Chris, sir. I'm really sorry. Actually, here power cut, due to power cut, I was off. So I don't know. You did listen my initial sharing, but actually I'm connected with, beside Pakistan, 3 countries: India, Bangladesh, and Nepal. They understand Urdu language, so they ask me a question, they connect with me. So that's why I'm asking this question. And again, for my understanding, because English is not my basic language, so sometimes we need explanation to understand the Ash wording. So actually, in previous webinar you mentioned about, and this webinar too, new business plan B and some big changes. So I wanted to ask, will we using the same products in coming, or some new products, or some old products, because we are very attached with previous products like O Connect, O Mail, O Net, and many. And if you remember, in 2022, when you came in Pakistan virtually on my physical event, you told about Ode Academy, collaboration with the University of Punjab, Pakistan, and many things. But now things are completely changed. So I will not ask about next chapter or many things, but I want to ask about products. So if you are comfortable to answer, so please give me answer. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure when you watch the playback, you're gonna be more clear about we want to disconnect from the past. I've said that, but I'll repeat it. And basically, the entire whole thing is changed. Okay, you will find some similarity if that's what you've expected, but nothing is being repeated. So let that go. And what I can tell you is a whole new concept. Okay.
Thank you very much,
Back
sir.
to you. Yes, back to you,
Thank you very
Brother
much.
Chris.
Thank you, Wasim. Sorry you kept getting booted out from the internet, but you're good. Go back and listen, like you said. You missed a lot because you were bouncing. So, all right, let me bring this next guy in. He drives me crazy. We call him Dershmender Dylan. The floor is yours, brother.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much, brother. And thank you, Ash, for giving us such a clear cut view of the next business plan. And though there are many questions, but which I got so many messages about a few things. Only I'm going to ask you one or two questions regarding that. But definitely the way we are shaping up, I think I love that, and your clarity in giving up the whole scenario, the whole picture in few words. I think that is much more, I think, clear to everyone. No doubt. At the same time, I must say, Ash, I don't know why this vision has created such an emotional bond of all of our founders, that they love their own passive so much. I get so many messages daily from last week, especially that they will be missing on passive, and they just want to see on passive, like this type of message. I say, okay, everything is here. On passive has not gone anywhere. This is just something new which has come up, and definitely on passive will also be here one day. And but on to that, there was many questions, this particular, which I'm going to ask you, Ash, that when we say that we are transforming everything which is not related to on passive. So the one question which I received in such a huge number was that their team structure, or whatever we say, that is that is going to be same to the new business plan, and or will the logins will be the same with OMail or with the Gmail? So if you can elaborate on this, if you are comfortable to answer these questions.
Similar to what I just addressed, of course, thank you for everything you said, Grismander. We're always, delighted to have you. What I can tell you is, according to the need, we're able to do that. If we need to have the same access, okay, we will allow you to access through your regular mail, traditional email or OMail, perhaps just to do, if we need it. But when we get there, how to grant you access to the next chapter, we'll discuss that, and we'll have clarity together moving forward. At least, some of the leaders here will always, consult with you, brainstorm like a couple of options, and see the best possible scenario. Obviously, one of the main observations is I really want to be as completely detached and disconnected from the previous platform. I want to find a way without relying on any connection. If we decide we are going to onboard people in similar structure, it has to abide by some rules or regulations. Like there might be a sense of qualification. I wouldn't oppose the idea of having a priority or given a privilege and some advantage to previous crowd into the new platforms. Okay, so that can be discussed in there, but generally speaking, I like it to be completely different. So we don't. Oh, I was this way. I was that way. This is gonna allow us, in a way, redecorate, refurnish, and design the new home completely from scratch. We don't have to move anything from the past. Past is going to stay there. We're not saying, oh, it's gone. It's like, okay, we've got to solve so many things. Keep that in mind, Gusminder and everybody. Like, if we wait until we solve that, again, don't go too much with the timing, okay? But the concept, we will have to clear everything outstanding with, let's say, with ONPASSIVE, whether it's commissions, whether it's staff, whether it's cases, whether it's legality, whether it's SEC, all of that. How long would it take? No idea. But what I know is you and I don't want to wait until all of that cleared and we say, now we can think of the next phase. No. Every day we're preparing for tomorrow. So we've been preparing and we continue preparing so we can save time. So we're going to access logically new chapter and move on while this still being settled. You understand which one is first, the chicken or the egg? Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
Now, I'm going to touch up on this. I know your head is going to explode. Specifically you, Gusminder, but I don't want anybody to take the transformation or interpretation from anyone else. Just hear me saying it. This is for the sake of illustration only. This is not actual. I am not claiming any guarantee or any promise to anyone, but I'm going to give you the possibilities. The possibilities are unlimited with this platform in such a way. Goes back to, if businesses are going to have the ability to benefit. You're a business owner as of now, but also you have so much to teach. And the Indian community or society in general, okay, they love education. One of the things, this could open the doors for somebody like you, whether you want to teach flying or cooking or business or motivation or religious things. A lot of people, have their own talent. But somebody like that, you'll be able to tap into a wider market. Well, let's say something you sell it for 1 lakh, a course that you can automate and you can repeat that once a month or even once a year. This is for illustration only. If it's, 1 lakh or $1,000, right? What if you have 1 million customers or students? I am not going to do the math. I want everybody to do 1,000 US dollar value in your own currency, whether it's INR or anything else, times 1 million customers. Whether it's lifetime. Yes, I'm waiting for you to do. He's punching the calculator. Okay, Mr. Yang. What's the number? You see, it's large, right? You have to flip your phone wider because you get that E, it's not enough. It's a large number. So the possibilities are unlimited. So if we're going to be, I've said this to Brother Red last time, there's a small bank and there's a big bank and there's a massive bank or mega bank. Which one you want to go after? So hypothetically, if we're going to go, like if we're going to wait for, let's say, whether not everybody has commission. Let's be clear, from unpassive, okay? A small portion. It's not even a 5%, I would say, from people who made commission. I mean, let's do the math. Definitely not 10% that have earned commissions, okay? And not everybody bought the product, which is OConnect, not 100% of us, which was a different approach. Now we need to benefit from the whole thing together, and I don't want anybody to be limited to that pass, because we could be stuck with that one-time thing. 5% of us are waiting for us, and what is the daily loss? And over time, and the overall loss, we're talking about massive profit, revenue, value is being abandoned just because we're after something. On the long term, you're going to realize, oh, this is not even a big deal. I want you to see the bigger picture, okay? Focus on what's possible next. We're going to a better solution, much more, broader or more unlimited, in fact, but wiser, smarter, obviously, from all of us. And I need you to start thinking about that is what you want to focus on, not be trapped into the past or just one-time thing. We need to think on something more frequent, more repeated, and sooner. It's only a matter of principle for me to just say, you know what, we're not going to move forward until this is solved. But then what happened to the 95% that they're not waiting for this? And what happened to the 5% that who have something? Let's say somebody has $100 commission. Just an example. Why do we have to wait for that? When potentially, what if they made a few thousands? I don't want to expand the numbers. So that 100 becomes irrelevant over time. So it was wiser for us to get unstuck beyond the past so we can go further, ahead in the future. So I hope this helped you. Okay.
Absolutely.
The mechanics are the last in my mind. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you,
matters
Ash.
is the mindset and the bigger scope, or the general strategy. We're definitely in a better position today. You're very welcome. Always good to chat with you.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you very much. Crystal clear now.
And if Gersminder Dillon is going to say, or anyone else is going to tell you, listen, Ash promised me he's going to pay me $1 billion practically next month or whenever, okay, they're lying to you. I did not say that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Asha. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And back to Mr. Johnson.
I got to keep you on the program. All right, we got 3 more hands. Last call for hands, because we were supposed to go 90 minutes. We're going into quite a lot longer. So it's going to be Bob, Ava, Red. And if you got 30 seconds to raise your hand, and then we're calling it an evening. Mr. Bob.
Chris, Robin's hand is up as well. Robin.
And Robin, I didn't see your hand. Robin will be the last one then. Bob, go ahead.
All right, thank you, Brother Chris. Hello, Mr. Ash. Good to see you.
Hello.
Thank you for coming out again.
Of course.
I think you have been very clear in setting the blueprint for us moving forward. That was very, very clear, crystal clear. You said we have to detach ourselves from our previous mindset. That was number one. Number two, you said we are not moving to unpassive 2.0. We have nothing in common with unpassive. And then you said we have to clear the SEC case. Number two, then the third point was we have to prepare the technical preparation have to be done. So, I mean, that was very clear. Everybody understands that that's what we have moving forward. My question to you is, Mr. Ash, is you also said that one of the mistakes that you made was treating the previous team as partners.
Mm.
When you said that, I was like, Ash was just being Ash. That's Ash. That's who you are. We all saw it. We all saw how you did, how you treated these folks, give them gifts to make them feel free so that they can have their innovative mindset on. So my question is, did this cause you to be apprehensive with this new team? If not, why?
What about the new team? What do you mean? Like, what's going to be? Unmute. Bob.
Yeah. Yes. So your approach to this old team was very loving. You will give them gifts, cars, and everything. Your mindset was open with them for them to do what they had to do. So I'm saying we are now saying that it was a mistake for treating them like partners. So how are you with this new team? Are you apprehensive? Do you have a
I'm not
reservation?
against treating people good or with generosity and respect and giving them flexibility. I regret doing that to the wrong people. So it's a matter of knowing people better, and if they do, they deserve my eyes, and organs.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
So
Thank you.
not because somebody misbehaved, that's going to change who we are. We're just going to get better at knowing who deserves this treatment. There are definitely people who deserve that kind of treatment even better. Of course. Always good to see you, brother. All right.
Same here.
So back to Brother Chris Johnson.
Brother Ash, we're almost done. We've got three more people. Okay, Miss Ava, you are up from Bangladesh.
Hello. And thank you, Chris. Thank you, Marty. Hello, Mr. Ash.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you after so long. And it's always a pleasure talking to you. What you have given us, last week also I listened to you, and today I'm here. At least I feel so honored to be on the same platform as you are. You have told us a resilience and a disciplined mindset and value-driven culture. These are the pillars of success. And when you are standing behind us with this, we cannot go wrong. And this is what we have all been in it. It doesn't matter who has done what. That's all in the past. We go forward as you believe in the Almighty. Most of us do the same. We believe that it is a divine intervention that has brought you here and kept you with us and you guiding us with all this. So I'm sure we will be taken to a place where we will be able to help humanity. And that's one of the main reasons that, all of us are here. It is because what you have in you, you have reflected it on each and every one of us. And I just want to say, we are your soldiers. and we will always stand beside you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ava. You're muted, Ash.
Thank you so much, Ava. That was nice, and always good to see you. And back to you, brother.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we got two more left. Redfern, brother, I'm sorry I made you wait, but I wanted to bring the new guy.
Wouldn't expect anything less from you, Chris, to be absolutely honest.
I made a promise to new people. So, Robin,
Yeah, no. Hey, listen, I wasn't going to speak, but Ash wanted to hear the question that I gave him, so I raised my hand. Thank you, Ash, for giving me writer's cramp once again. I managed to get through 5 whole pages this time round, obviously for the recap and for my notes. I've written 2 words down here, which I think are very important, and that is strategy and clarity. I think there's certainly no accident why we are seeing you at the moment. This is all part of your strategy. I think it is preparing us, it's getting us ready, it's moving us forward. This is one of the things that I loved about this webinar is you gave a huge amount of clarity of things that we are not. You mentioned about no 2.0s, we're not MLMs and get riches and rebrandings and all the rest of that. That should, for me now, draw that line underneath the old part. And I think that all of us now need to really start understanding that ONPASSIVE is still going to be there because things need to be taken care of. But moving forward, we are definitely going to a new chapter, into a new realm. This brings me on to the other things that you brought up as well, that there is certain things that need to be sorted out before we can move into the next one. And you haven't hidden away from the truths of what those are. We all know them now, and they will be resolved. What I loved was you saying, we're not just going to hang around until they are at 0 before we move forward. As you rightly said, there's a very small percentage in reality from all of us that are waiting or have got commissions there. This has no realistic relevance to what is coming. I, for one, if I can do 100 times better moving forward than relying on something in the past, I'm going to focus on the 100 times better. And with you bringing the next chapter to us, I certainly believe with the unlimited availability of what is possible, then we should all embrace that and start thinking more in lines of how am I going to utilize this new products or whatever it may be to the benefit of myself and the rest of the people around me. Now, you also mentioned about one of the parts of what is not going to be what we have to get right before we move forward is the technical preparation must be done prior to moving forward. This brings me nicely on to the question I sent you, and thank you so much for bringing it up and allowing me to ask it. Now, obviously, we've been in a paused situation now for 6-8 months, and we've already had the products that we knew about, especially OConnect, and been using them for probably 2 years or more now. Technology has moved on greatly over that 2-year period, for the inset that we know about with ChatGTP, that's come along, which is really innovative and brings that whole aspect of AI much more to the fore for the general public. My question to you is, moving forward into the next chapter, are these new technologies going to be integrated with what we are going to see? And if so, can you sort of guide us a little bit on how innovative they are going to be?
Thank you so much, Red. Thank you for the question. Brother Red is asking us, So we were aiming for a better technology or something rather disruptive in the past. We paused our activities, or at least sharing with you what's going on, for a bit. And moving forward, what do we expect in the next phase of our business, or the next chapter, the new chapter? Would it be same technology, similar, better, all of that? I can assure you it will be only merely the latest technology and some more creative added technologies that are just like what I mentioned about the ability to uncode and discover ways of offering something that is more scalable, more stable, and more scalable, like more capacity, more unlimited in terms of usage, and at a lower price. That is disruptive. That's going to really be, and that's another major reason we don't want to talk so much about the specifics, the mechanics. You got people are not going to be pleased about this. It's going to cause a major threat to their current business model, at least the pricing aspect of it. Indeed, it will be the latest technology only. Okay, we're talking about 2025 and some more creative tactics and strategies that I believe would be very unique to us.
Thank you, brother. If that isn't going to get people excited, I don't know what is. And obviously, thank you so much for what you're doing at the moment. It's great to have you back around, and I hope you've missed us as much as we've missed you. Back to you, Chris.
But thank you for helping me with that part. But if you allow me, both of you, I want to add also that it should go without saying that logically it has to be better. How are we going to be excited about something like, is it going to be just what we've talked about or aimed for? We didn't achieve it as we wanted in the first place, okay? And you're going to realize later, okay, in the future, that we're glad it didn't happen. And why? Okay? But at least for now, take it as it didn't happen to where we want it to be. But now it's not like we're just going to find a way how to get to that. No. That allowed us to change everything. It's like unplug and pull out and see the bigger, as Robin, says in her poster, a newer horizon, a broader one, fresh one, okay? And being liberated and freed up from the past. That's why it's a good thing. Because at some stage or in many occasions, we were kind of like limited because we've said it. So it's like an obligation. We just have to deliver what we said when we knew this could be better, because we constantly learn. And another reason to believe it's going to be better, not only the technical aspect, is just because what we've addressed with Brother Bob is, we get better and in finding, the right trustworthy people, okay, or trusted people where they're more talented and all of that, and more of a corporate operation, but exact description to what we have, not just a corporate, classic corporate, but a modern corporate that is humanized. Okay. And so technology moves fast, and we got the talent that is up to that advancement and add more creativity to it. You have to have people that will do it. I'm going to give you a different way to tackle the situation. In the past, I knew my vision. I used to tell you, you know what? Your head is going to spin. Do you remember that phrase? Okay. We didn't get to that. Okay. A little bit of connect, but didn't get to where, Ash wanted it. I can tell you now, my head is spinning about the creativity. So when you hear me next time, I'm going to tell you like, your head is going to spin, is because mine has been spinning. And I hope you could like put that together and get the scale of it. So logically, we have learned we are improving with better talent to take us to a more advanced technology. And the fact that we're not revealing that, we're just, silently and quietly building and developing. It's about sharpening our axe in a way. You know the story about two lumberjacks were going out to the wood, and in the morning they start chopping wood all day, and they leave. So they go, one of them, they just get busy 8 hours, the whole day, chop, 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 chop. The other one just go and chop a little bit, then they disappear for a few hours and come toward the end of the day, and they chop much more relaxed, okay? And they leave at the same time, but the second one that disappeared for a few hours end up having more wood. So over and over and over, same routine. They go to work, okay, one gets busy, sweating, exhausted the whole day, all of that. And one day he just asked, like, listen, buddy, like, this is sticking me up. Okay, we come at the same time, we leave at the same time, you disappear. I don't know what do you do in those hours, okay? But look how much wood you have and how much I have, okay? What is happening? He said, I just sharpened my axe. So those hours sharpening the axe, sharpening, okay, and come back. So you work more smart, okay. You're much more prepared with your tools, with your mechanics, if you wish, and you're going to have a better outcome. That's what I want you to understand. We've been sharpening our axe. We have to grow. We have to evolve mentally, in terms of leadership, in terms of the logistics and the finance, this, that. We have to be. We're growing constantly, and we apply that to the new phase. It's only going to be more powerful, more advanced, more secure. And I need to breathe. Chris, back to you. I'm sorry.
All right. Last but not least, Robin Noble, the floor is yours. Take a drink, Ash.
Thanks, Chris. Hi, Ash. It's wonderful to be with you again and to have the opportunity
Likewise.
to be on a panel with such amazing people, and also, again, to be projecting out into the membership community. I'm speaking from the heart on this one, and this is how I feel. What I heard last week just continued to empower and bring about more positivity to how I felt, Ash. I knew things were tough. I knew things were quiet on your side because they had to be. We all go through different life experiences, and unfortunately, I've had parallel experiences, nowhere near the depth of what you have or what has happened with your company. But I have had parallel experiences. So my understanding of the processes that you're going through and that you have to adhere to legally, personally, and everything in between is something that everybody in the membership and the family, the community here, needs to respect, that you will speak when you can. And if you can't, it has to be let go. The business connection that I have with you is a very special one. I feel very blessed. However, that is not the only thing that I would consider special between us. I would be so proud to know you and have you as a friend, even if it was not for this business connection. Who you are, how you speak, how you behave is something that I have always held very near and dear to me. And you have embodied that yet again in this business of yours and in your life and with your family and how you have treated all of us. So many companies have closed, foreclosed, had troubles, all sorts of things that have happened. And again, recently, in the last couple of days, again, more companies have closed and disappeared and left their members without any notice or any financial support or any way of recouping or any suggestions, etc. Ash, you had to disappear at times, and I understand that. And I hope that in time, if people don't get it and understand that now, that they will. Because what you're doing and what you've been doing behind the scenes is going to prove that your silence has not been for naught. It has had absolute reason and full value in spite of, on top of the pain that you have had to endure and handle and manage on your own and with your family. So I would like to leave you with this, and I would like the community and the membership here following and supporting you to take a look at this particular word, integrity. The definition of integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Synonyms of this word include character, honesty, decency, and goodness. What this implies is the trustworthiness to agree that one is not capable of being false. Being true to a trust, a responsibility, and a pledge, all of which you have done throughout the time that I have been with you since the end of 2018. You started many webinars by saying your name, that you were our friend. You've said many times throughout various webinars over the years that you pledged to be with us and to help us and to make the world a different place. And you have taken this responsibility to heart, to your health, and to those who know and love you dearly. I do believe that new frontiers are the journey moving forward, and I'm very, very excited to be with you and to be part of all of this. And I thank you for your unwavering mission, goal, and heart for what you are doing. And a PS to this, although no less important, is so much respect to your wife and to your boys for their support of being with you and loving you and helping you through this when none of us could reach you because of various reasons. So thank you to all of you, and thank you for letting me have this opportunity to just speak from my heart for a change instead of always understanding the larger picture and trying to make other people feel part of it all. This is from me to you, Ash. Thank you so much.
Well said. Thank you so much, Robin. Always. Speaking of, you have a way of talking and the way you speak. Yeah, of course. You have a ton of wisdom, beautiful soul you have, and I'm delighted, an honor to have you as a friend as well. I've never disappeared, by the way. It just time didn't allow to have these public events while we were still, if not more, working and dealing with extra work in the background, and just enough information, to where to keep up a few that this is the direction and this is what's happening.
Ash, if I may,
Yeah.
I apologize for using that word disappear. I should have said, had to go quiet. I apologize.
Publicly, but remember,
yes,
once in a
you've
while
never
I was gonna.
disappeared. You have never disappeared.
And that's one of the advantages about that we have a strong community here. It was still bonded, right, and connected daily, right? Multiple events for those who cared, and they were at least kept in the loop to the point things are happening, but we'll talk when we can. At least most of us knew this much of information. And if I disappear, you're going to find me on a boat fishing with Chris and DeGarmo.
Yeah, man.
He's the captain. He's not called captain for nothing. He has
we're gonna make Marty bait all the hooks.
three foot boat, I guess, 3 feet.
Well, listen, brother.
Back to you, brother. That was amazing, Robin. I think what a beautiful segment. Thank you so much. Always.
Very good, Robin. Thank you, Ash, for your time today. We definitely went over the 90-minute mark again. We'll try every week. We're going to do this every week until Ash, if he has the time, every week, we'll let you know what day it is next week, according to Ash's schedule. I want to thank everyone that came on here, old and new. I made a promise, myself and Marty made a promise to shine the light on new people. Thank you for speaking, some of you individuals. And if you didn't speak, thank you for just being here to show support to this amazing guy who's given us all a future as far as I look at it. So, brother, I love you. God bless you. Happy Easter. Happy whatever you're celebrating in the next couple of days. We'll see you on the Arabic, and give your wife and kids a humongous hug from all of us. We love you, brother. Thank you.
I love you too. Thank you so much. Happy Easter, and good to see you, Sherry, by the way. I'm so happy that you look good. You look amazing, actually. But also, until we meet next time, remember, there's a rotator or a redirected URL or link domain name. It is historic-comeback.com / we love the DeGarmos. That's added. Okay. But thank you for doing that. And this will be always in the back office, and we'll keep you in the loop, as Brother Chris said, as much as possible. But we're not intending to camp here in this phase. This is a passing phase. So don't think, okay, well, this will be for a while. So every week we're building on that momentum until when things happen, it's not going to be like open. All right. It's going to be strategic. It will be in order in such a way that well managed and organized. Really genuine advice to, if you care or if you're interested in the journey ahead with us in the future, stay close. Okay. It is important. The channels, they're like here day in, day out, every day of the year, every day of the week. Okay. Practically, you're not going to miss a thing if you at least go to the back office or the trusted or known YouTube channels until we take you to the next step, where we also would have different tools of communicating. It will be more private and secured. So really, really stay plugged in if you care. If you're not thrilled, don't go or consider something you're not so sure about it. It's not worth it. We're not the only option. We're just an option. We're just a choice for you. You certainly have other options. If you're more excited about that, go for them. We wish you the best. But don't do something that you're not very, very, clear on its, integrity or power, right? Choose the best, but once you decide, go all the way. We will share with you our wisdom. We're transparent with you. It is worth to say, more important who you do business with, not the mechanics. Mechanics are only a little bit of the process. It's 80% of who you do business with, the mindset, the mentality, the character of the network. All I wanted to say, and lastly, thank you so much for your time. We've done a little bit better than last time in terms of the length of it. We'll continue improving, hopefully, as we do. Unless we would have two different sessions, like an update and a different session, we just have an open chat and mic to dive into. But until next time, one thing I would like for you, once you watch either the playback on the YouTube channels, one of those that would pop to you, or we'll put the playback also in the back office. Now, once you see it, see what topic you want to recommend. Either comment in the videos or anywhere you can reach out to the leaders that are connected to me. What topics you prefer to have more information on, what interests you more, and any feedback is going to help us. I really put that much effort and time in reviewing the comments or the feedback from last week, so we can stay on the same page and try to give you more clarity on what you're interested in. Okay, it sounds like it, if I'm not making a mistake, from what I heard from you today here, that you're having a better clarity. We're building more clean and clear this time, okay, and avoiding some of the past mistakes. We're not perfect, okay, but we're definitely improving, and we're a lot better today. With that, Brother Chris, you've done an outstanding job again, okay, and we appreciate you, we love you, and everybody else here, and those who didn't talk, just for your presence here was really valued. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.